2019 BMW M2 car review. Carved in the mountains of southern Spain east in the historic town of Ronda resides the short and technical 3.4-mile Circuito Ascari. The racetrack flows smoothly yet is mentally demanding. Linking the chicanes and off-camber sections define the 26 corners uses a sniper's patience and precision. The straights aren't so straight and necessitate convincing your brain to go full send. Ascari is often a driver's track, along with a course this pure takes a vehicle equal in execution. It's here that individuals sampled the 2019 BMW M2 Competition, which supersedes the standard M2 and comes with more of everything. The good points of 2019 BMW M2: more power, massive brakes, a good amount of driver involvement. The bad points of 2019 BMW M2: still lacks steering feel, ride may be downright punishing. From N to S. BMW could have spent wads of money revising the earlier turbocharged N55 inline E6 in order to meet tighter emissions standards. Instead, it snatched a power plant Awachi from the arsenal, the potent S55 twin-turbo inline E6 from your M4. In deference to your M hierarchy, boost is reduced inside the M2's version, decreasing the output from 425 horsepower to 405. Torque, however, is undiminished at 406 lb-ft. Dialing back the S55's power doesn't just preserve them family pecking order, furthermore, it addresses a cooling issue. Although the M2 Competition's fascia is revised plus the cooling system comes from that with the M4 Competition, small car doesn't flow as often air through its front end, and much less airflow means less cooling. But even detuned to 405 horsepower, the S55's output represents an important increase above the outgoing M2's 365 horses and 369 lb-ft. The M2 Competition rockets on the straights, along with the sweet inline E6 barks via a new exhaust system, pulling strongly all the way on the redline. Slide job. Assisting with deployment in the newfound power is BMW's active M rear differential. The electronically controlled limited-slip rear diff controls the locking effect to evenly distribute torque through the rear axle to all corners, regardless of how wide or sharp. The unit has become fine-tuned to function methodically using the new M dynamic mode, the location where the stability control intervention is dialed back and be less intrusive, however it remains present should things leave hand. We found the limits for being well within reason because pocket-size M2 allows more throttle application during corner exit, carrying graceful slides while on the same time powering beyond corners like no M2 does before. Thankfully, a 6-speed manual continues to be the standard gearbox. The shifter travels throughout the gates with precision, though it retains that characteristic BMW slight rubberiness in their motions. The clutch take-up is just right, along with the transmission automatically rev matches for you personally on downshifts. Disabling the rev matching system necessitates the complete commitment of also fully deactivating the soundness control, though the pedals are spaced perfectly for heel and toe downshifts. The other transmission choice is BMW's quick-shifting 7-speed dual-clutch automatic, a $2,900 option. Launch control is specific for the automatic, which now incorporates BMW's 3-mode drive logic, allowing adjustability with the transmission shift programming on the push of the mouse. The brakes fill virtually every bit of real estate within the new forged 19-inch wheels. The brakes are massive iron rotors, 15.7 inches in front and 15.0 within the rear, clamped by 6-piston fixed calipers from the front and 4-piston fixed calipers inside the rear. Even after each day of track abuse, the brake pedal remained firm plus the modulation linear. The suspension calibration is unchanged from the earlier non-competition M2 yet still delivers a firm ride. The staggered 245/35ZR19 front and 265/35ZR19 rear Michelin Pilot Super Sport tires are additionally carryovers in the outgoing M2, although more track-friendly, M2 spec. Michelin Pilot Sports Cup 2 rubber will probably be available in the accessories catalog or through aftermarket suppliers. At the limit, lateral grip remains abundant and understeer is definitely managed together with the throttle. Through the twists and turns of Puerto del Mundo, a close public road, the chassis feels more desirous to turn in than was the last M2, simply due for the new carbon fiber front strut hour brace. And that is another item plucked through the M4. BMW has recalibrated the electrically assisted power steering to experiment with better while using fortified front structure. Unfortunately, any feel on the surface below is absent. Logos and more logos. The cockpit is clothed with all the more M2 logos, like within the door cells and illuminated from the seatbacks in the new plus much more supportive M Sport buckets. The seatbelts are embroidered with tricolor M stripes, and there's a red engine start button. There's fashionable new litre with 2 programmable buttons that may be set to quickly toggle among driving modes. On the outside, new side mirrors, black kidney grills and badges, and redesigned fasces distinguish the M2 competition from your former M2. Sticking on a purist theme, a list of available options is minimal. A sunroof could be had for $1,050, along with the executive package adds a heated tire, full LED headlights with automatic high beams, wireless device charging, as well as a Wi-Fi hotspot for someone else $1,200. The $2,500 million driver's package adds to the top speed to 174 miles per hour and buys a ticket into a course at BMW's performance driving instructor. Starting at $59,895 as well as on sale now, the 2019 M2 competition represents a $4,400 premium in the 2018 M2. With all the hardware, equipment, as well as bundled into this refreshed bite-size coupe, the upcharge is worthwhile. Within the current BMW lineup, the M2 is the most exciting vehicle at a driver involvement standpoint, plus the competition version is more so.